Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor's guard dog confronts Ridge, who issues a 6-word warning. According to teasers and updates for the bold and the beautiful, Ridge Forrester may give Deacon Sharp a 6-word warning. Regarding the romantic events, Ridge's protective instincts toward Taylor Hayes will undoubtedly take over, suggesting that a showdown between Ridge and Deacon is probably imminent. Sheila Sharp and Deacon are still married, although their marriage is currently difficult because of the many lies she has maintained about Luna Nozawa. In an attempt to convince Deacon not to give up on her just yet, Sheila is working to repair their relationship. Despite his affection for Sheila, Deacon is having trouble deciding what to do. He is also facing a lot of detractors who think he would be better off permanently divorcing his wife. Although Taylor couldn't tell Deacon what to do with his marriage, she has been giving him guidance so he can make his own decisions. Now, Deacon is ready to provide his own advice and convince Taylor to put Ridge out of her mind. Deacon may be seen gazing into Taylor's eyes and gently wiping away her tears in the promo video for this week. Taylor and Deacon lean in as though they're going to kiss at a tense moment, suggesting that their relationship will grow stronger in the moments that follow. Ridge will inevitably enter the picture at some point, regardless of whether Deacon and Taylor's relationship develops into a genuine romance. It is easy to imagine that in the near future, Ridge may either overhear or catch a glimpse of an important event between Deacon and Taylor. As Taylor confides in Steffi Forrester Finnegan about her complex feelings for Deacon, Ridge may be listening in. Ridge seems prepared to approach Deacon and make some threats regardless of the circumstances. This brings us to the brief 6-word caution that Ridge might issue to Deacon. Avoid Taylor or else. Taylor is still the mother of Ridge's children, and someone he will always try to protect, even though they are no longer in a committed relationship. Deacon may contend that Taylor can manage herself, but it won't stop Ridge from confronting Deacon and voicing his dissatisfaction. Although Ridge will probably see Taylor as unreachable, he may argue that he doesn't blame Deacon for wanting to move on from Sheila. Does this mean that Deacon will have moved on from Taylor by the time he and Sheila enjoy Thanksgiving together? Is it feasible that after Thanksgiving, Deacon would try to patch things up with Sheila, while keeping the door open for a romantic connection with Taylor? In any event, spoilers for the bold and the beautiful suggest that Ridge will soon learn some unsettling information about Taylor and Deacon, which will cause him to react forcefully to their peculiar friendship. Are fans interested in Liam and Hope remarrying? According to teasers for the bold and the beautiful, Liam Spencer and Hope Logan's relationship appears to be simply another cycle of failed love that viewers are growing weary of. For all the information you require, continue reading below. Recently, actor Scott Clifton acknowledged that Liam, his character on the program, was meant to die. However, the writers made the last-minute decision to keep him on so Liam could rekindle his romance with Hope. We are also back to overly nice Hope again, and we never got to properly explore this new Hope, despite them constantly saying she changed from before when they removed all her cynicism. Several viewers and critics of the show even commented, "Hope isn't the bad guy though," wrote a different show critic. Carter ended their relationship, not her. Nor was Hope pleading with him to restore her line. She wasn't even making use of him. On Friday, Carter confessed to Daphne that he had to suppress his feelings for her, because he was drawn to her the instant she entered. I'm not at all on the poor Carter train. Regardless of how we feel, the fact alone is Hope had a relationship with a man that she put no effort into when the other party did and broke up when there was nothing else he could give her, was another comment. This breakup could have been less messy, but it wasn't. And it was all because they wanted a nostalgic reunion of Lope so quickly. The future of the bold and the beautiful is still up in the air. To discover out, fans will just need to watch every single day. On weekdays, the CBS network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful. Look up the timings in your local listings. Deacon and Taylor become closer as Hope and Liam declare their engagement. Katie said that they ought to be after Brooke, and Donna reviewed the press statement regarding Hope for the future's comeback. Katie reassured her sister that Hope's personal life was good, but Brooke didn't want Hope to let work dominate her. They continued talking about how amazing it would be for Hope and Liam to reunite, when Hope cut them off with a text asking for Brooke to come home. Donna was astounded by Katie's ushering of Brooke out of the office, and she questioned what she knew that no one else knew. Keeping it a secret was pointless because Katie's face revealed it. Donna was ecstatic for her niece as Katie gestured to her ring finger. Everyone was ecstatic when Hope and Liam announced their engagement to Beth. With her parents reunited, Beth was the happiest of all. Liam informed Beth that Katie was the only person who was aware of the engagement, thus they needed her permission to tell others. Hope was overjoyed to remarry Liam, and this time it was much more memorable because she thought their chances of reconciliation were gone. Hope acknowledged that Liam was a kind and thoughtful man, and acknowledged that she had previously taken his love for granted. She expressed regret for prior transgressions in their former relationships, just as he did when he proposed. "I'm sorry it took me nearly losing you to realize that I want to spend the rest of my life with you," she said to him. "I don't want to be apart for any length of time. You are my heart, and I adore you and our family. My home is you. You will always be." When Brooke got home, she was worried that Beth might have been harmed. Liam promised not to worry and that everything was okay. Hope spoke to her mother about how much she loved her despite deviating from her usual course. Hope affirmed Liam's vow that he would never leave again by showing her mother the engagement ring. Brooke was ecstatic for the newly engaged pair, almost trembling with happiness. Liam apologized for his past actions and described how much Hope meant to him, but his newfound understanding put everything in perspective. Beth was thrilled to see her parents reunited as a loving family and hurried out to join the festivities. The fact that Lee was still permitted to practice medicine continued to astound Sheila. Sheila was angry because when Luna was given another chance, she caused chaos in everyone's life. She held herself responsible for her marriage's condition in spite of Luna. Sheila wanted Deacon to go home, but he had to do it on his own initiative. Lee believed that since Deacon had not formally ended their marriage, Sheila should continue to have hope. Sheila didn't want Lee to add the facts and exacerbate the situation. Instead, she wanted to go back in time and restore the previous state of affairs. Sheila was amazed at how Lee and she had bonded over what they had done with Luna. There was still hope because Lee acknowledged how much Sheila had changed. After betraying Deacon, Sheila stopped thinking of herself as that woman. Lee recognized Sheila's desire for her husband to return home, but her earlier remarks unnerved her. When Sheila threatened to kill Taylor if she and Deacon became close, she questioned whether she was being serious. When Lee questioned Sheila about the violent threats, Sheila felt condemned and lost her temper. She felt like Deacon was abandoning her as a viable option, and she was sick of being treated like a crazy person. Sheila needed Taylor to support her marriage and encourage him to make amends. Lee warned Sheila not to see Taylor as the enemy before she departed. Even still, Sheila's obsession was her husband pouring his guts in front of the good doctor by himself. Sheila was even more uneasy because Deacon had not responded to any of her texts. Taylor might have been in danger since a desperate Sheila left on her own is the most dangerous type. Deacon urged Taylor to talk to him because he understood her pain. He acknowledged that it wasn't the most traditional course of action, but because Ridge was vacillating between her and Brooke, there were many similarities between them. The experience with Sheila had been a complete kick in the gut, and he referred to the two of them as survivors. Taylor was the person he needed to connect with, but he sensed that she longed for the same kind of bond. As Deacon's therapist, Taylor was reluctant to share personal information with her patient. Deacon proclaimed his love for her while holding her hand tightly. He chastised Ridge once more, but she also pointed the finger at Brooke. "She's been relentless," she remarked, "undermining my contentment with Ridge, eroding our family over time, repeatedly, whatever it needed to win him back. I struggled, but I was unable to go as far as she did. Unlike her, I was unable to compromise my values and myself." Taylor believed that being a good person would ultimately benefit her, yet following the rules had not helped her. She mentioned how Brooke obtained all she ever desired by exploiting her sensuality to entice men into bed. Since she and Stephanie constantly pegged Brooke, Taylor found it difficult to comprehend why everyone didn't see her for the lady she was. Deacon pulled Taylor in for a third hug, but this time Taylor's sad eyes met her patient's, and it appeared as though they were going to kiss. Hope and Liam celebrate their engagement at Brooke's house. As they spend time with their daughter, they allow the positive emotions to seep in. Beth expressed her eagerness to tell Kelly and her friends the news. Liam and Hope advised them to inform the rest of the family. Beth is bad at keeping secrets, Therefore she wanted them to let everyone know as soon as possible. It was good to see their daughter so enthusiastic about their engagement, Hope said Liam. She acknowledged that she was looking forward to it as well. Their reunion was a miracle. Liam cherished witnessing Hope's joy. His goal is to make her happy for the rest of his life. Hope finally confessed her love for Liam, especially now that he has matured and changed. However, they are far from flawless. They both acknowledge that they had lessons to learn. Then, in an unexpected turn of events, Hope expressed regret to Liam for undervaluing him and his affection. The Lope engagement is the main topic of discussion today. However, let's revisit their divorce. When Hope came to the realization that she wanted a partner who was loyal to her and only her, she ended her marriage to Liam. Hope said that Liam was taking advantage of her love at the moment. She began to fantasize about being with Thomas as their marriage started to fall apart. Then in Rome she gave him a kiss. Hope finally experienced what it felt like to fall deeply in love with a man who was only interested in her. However, Hope apologized to Liam repeatedly in today's episode. She regretted that it had taken her so long to come to the conclusion that she wanted to live her entire life with him. But she soon forgot why she had broken up with him in the first place.